This is a Mercedes, a car worth almost $10,000. And I paid $1,500. Look at this thing. It looks like it came out of a swamp. But underneath all this mud could be one of the best deals I've ever made. Or a complete waste of the car that makes the dream of owning a German car a reality. A Mercedes like this in good condition is worth almost $10,000. Covered in dirt, sitting for a long time, wind shows up this cheap, everyone runs. Now the most important part, the engine. This is Mercedes 1.6 Turbo, a compact. Now we're ready. This engine is prepped for the mechanic to figure out why it won't show signs of life. Paint is intact underneath, no rust on the body panels. This Mercedes won't need any bodywork or paint, just a lot of cleaning. But the big question remains, why won't this engine start? The mechanic arrived to do the diagnosis.
Aqui a gente tem eita, poxa.
All the fluids were degraded as expected in a car that's been sitting this long. He did a complete fluid change before any testing. Put in a new battery. The mechanic investigated, and what he found makes perfect sense for a car abandoned this long. The fuel pump was dead. With the car sitting for so long, the old fuel degraded inside the tank until it turned into sludge that destroyed the pump. Without the pump sending fuel to the engine, it cranks but never starts. The solution is to replace the fuel pump and clean the system. If that's all it is, this Mercedes comes back to life. If there's something else wrong with the engine, that changes everything. With the car on the lift, we could see what was going on underneath. The wheel wells had a lot of built-up dirt, but they're perfect underneath. And Mercedes sport wheels. After cleaning, they showed why this car has the look it has. This Mercedes is proving that underneath the mud was a very well-built car. But that engine that won't start is still on my... Engine turned, coughed almost, but didn't start. Second attempt. It started. This 1.6 turbo is alive. It was exactly what we thought. The fuel pump killed by neglect, nothing serious with the engine. A Mercedes worth almost $10,000 that came back to life because of a fuel pump. Of a swamp to a dealership quality Mercedes. The part I was dreading, the interior. Look at this. The beige seats completely covered in grime. The dashboard, the steering wheel, every surface coated with the same mud that took over the whole car. This interior that seemed lost now looks like a real Mercedes again. Clean beige seats, spotless dashboard, every detail in place. Time to see the transformation of our auction Mercedes. The same car that arrived here covered in mud, with a dead engine, cracked windshield, destroyed interior that everyone thought was a disaster. Now look at it. Silver shining, new windshield, engine running, spotless interior, wheels gleaming. From a car that looked like it came out of a swamp to a Mercedes that looks dealership fresh. And the 1.6 turbo engine running perfectly like it never stopped. This is the Mercedes nobody wanted at auction. Everyone looked and saw a problem.